Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Coffee with the Pastor. I'm Pastor John Woodin, and this is a ministry of Hollywood Faith Christian Center in beautiful Hollywood, Florida. We welcome you. This program is designed to be just a jump start for your day. 5 to 6 minutes just to kind of give you something to think about, give you a little encouragement, and then you can go on about your day. It comes on every day at 10 o'clock on YouTube, Monday through Friday. Well, today we start in Isaiah 54, and it says, "Sing, O barren, you have not borne. Bring forth into singing and cry aloud, for you have not labored with child, and more are the children of the desolate than the children of the married woman." Well, he's telling us that, and then he goes into, and I love this because he says, "Enlarge the place of your tent, and let your stretch out your curtains of your dwellings. Do not spare, lengthen your cords, and strengthen your stakes." Well, that doesn't even make sense because he's speaking to barren women who have no children. And they were considered to be cursed in ancient Israel. They were considered to be, they were just terrible. A woman, her whole reason for being was to have children and make a family. And then he's telling you, look, and you guys are going to sing and rejoice because you're going to enlarge your tent because you're going to have more than the married woman. Wow, that's just amazing. And then he says this, that he said, "For the Lord has called you like a woman forsaken and grieved in spirit." And he says, "No weapon formed against you shall prosper." Now listen, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. And every tongue which rises against you in judgment you shall condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, and their righteousness is from me, says the Lord. The problem is we curse ourselves with our own mouth. We decide that we're not worthy, or we can't do something, or we curse ourselves, because it says death and life in Proverbs 18 are in the power of the tongue. Those who love it will eat its fruit. You speak death or you can speak life. You know, and Jesus said something about, but I say to you that every idle word man may speak, they will give accounts of it on the day of judgment. For by your words you will be justified, and by your words you shall be condemned. Job 15 says, "And you choose the tongue of the crafty, for your iniquity teaches your mouth, for your own mouth condemns you. Not I, says the Lord, not I. See, your own lips testify against you." These are the things you say about yourself. I'm too old. I'm too young. I don't know anything. I'm too sick. I've got problems in my life. I had this huge obstacle I can't seem to overcome. It's your own choosing. It's your own choosing. I remember there was a minister who used to say that, people have this pet, that their pet problem, and they love it, and they stroke it like a pet, just like one of their pets, and they love it, and they hold it, and they won't let go of it because they like the way people treat them. "Oh, you poor thing. Oh, you have, you're justified in your life, and you're stuck, and it's too bad because you're just, oh, it's so terrible." And they have an excuse for not moving forward. And God is saying, it's your own choice. It's your own choice. James 3 says that it's about, indeed, we put bits in horses' mouth. That bit goes into a horse's mouth, and a 1,500-pound animal, you can turn him by pulling on the reins, pulling on that bit. He turns. No matter what you do, that horse is going to follow where that bit is put in his mouth. And he said, look at ships also. They're so large and are driven by fierce winds. They are turned by a small rudder wherever the pilot desires. But even so, the tongue is a little member and boasts great things. See how a greater forest, a little fire kindles. In 1 Peter 4, it says, "But let none of you suffer as a murderer, a thief, an evildoer, or as a busybody in other people's matters." Wow, they equate that with murder and thievery, that you have spoken against a brother or sister. Wow, how quick we are to go to gossip about something we half hear or half understand, or even if we do understand the situation, are we praying for the people involved, or are we just, deciding that we're going to talk about it? And whoever says to his brother, Jesus said in Matthew 5, Raka, shall you be in danger of the council, but whoever says you fool shall be in danger of hellfire. So in other words, we condemn people with our lips, and power of life and death is in the tongue. We need to be speaking life into people's lives, including our own. And I remember the story, this is a little short story about Alice Roosevelt Longworth. She was the eldest daughter of President Teddy Roosevelt, and she was known as a young person as a hellion and got into all sorts of trouble. In her later life, she became one of the, gossip queens of Washington. And she used to have a pillow on her sofa that said, if you don't have anything good to say about someone, come over here and sit by me. She famously called Thomas E. Dewey the little man on the wedding cake, which stuck with Dewey during the 1948 campaign. And nobody could rein her in. And her father even said famously that I can run the country or I can manage Alice, but I cannot do both. And do we want to be known for the sharpness of our tongues, or do we want to be known by the love and joy that we speak and the life we project into other people's lives? God bless you. See you again next